Our vintage touch decor with Seoul holiday tour begins with a cozy vision, a red and blue cottage Christmas that feels nostalgic yet fresh for 2025. Think berry reds, inky and powder blues, worn woods and twinkle-lit textures layered with heirlooms and handmade charm. If this warm storytelling style speaks to you, please subscribe, like and comment to join our soulful decor family. In this home, every corner is an invitation to slow down: thick knits, gleaming brass, blue and white china, cranberry ribbons, and soft candlelight. We'll balance vibrant moments with restful pauses, so the palette feels harmonious, not loud. As you watch, share in the comments which vintage touches you love most and what you'd like to try in your own space. Today's tour guides you room by room: entryway welcomes, living room glow, mantle symmetry, tree palette, window vignettes, textiles, dining layers, kitchen treats, bedroom.com, and more. Your engagement helps this community thrive. Please subscribe, like, and comment so our warm, nostalgic circle can keep growing with new ideas each week. The magic of a red and blue Christmas begins with a thoughtful palette foundation. In cottage decor, these colors evoke warmth and cheer while maintaining a timeless charm. Deep cranberry reds bring richness, while soft powder blues add serenity. Balanced together, they create a space that feels festive but never overwhelming. Contrast is key. Placing bold reds beside muted blues allows each tone to shine. Imagine a cranberry throw over a blue gingham chair or red velvet bows tied onto blue porcelain vases. These juxtapositions enhance visual interest while weaving together a story that feels both whimsical and sophisticated. Adding neutral layers like cream, taupe, or natural wood anchors the vibrancy. This prevents the palette from feeling too strong and ensures it remains cozy and inviting. The result is a holiday look that feels magical yet livable, a foundation for every festive layer that follows in our cottage tour. The entryway sets the tone for your entire holiday home, offering a warm welcome before guests even step inside. A red and blue cottage Christmas calls for whimsical wreaths, berry sprigs, and blue gingham ribbons tied onto evergreen garlands. Small details like a vintage lantern or a basket of pine cones add layers of nostalgia. Think about balance in your doorway styling. A bold red wreath on the door becomes more charming when flanked by blue ribbon garlands and rustic booths filled with greenery. These touches create a storybook arrival scene, festive yet deeply personal, that immediately tells visitors they've stepped into a cottage filled with holiday spirit. Lighting plays a magical role here. Soft lanterns, fairy lights woven into greenery, or even a glowing candle in a window make the entryway sparkle with warmth. Combining these lights with red and blue accents ensures a cozy and inviting first impression that draws everyone further into your festive cottage. The living room is the heart of the cottage where cozy gatherings and quiet evenings unfold. Here, a red and blue palette shines through layered textures, plush throws, patterned pillows, and vintage rugs. These elements build a sense of warmth that feels both timeless and festive, encouraging everyone to relax and soak in the holiday spirit. Balance bold and subtle tones throughout the space. A cranberry sofa blanket might pair with soft blue ticking pillows, while a patterned rug weaves the colors together seamlessly. Brass candlesticks on a rustic coffee table or stacks of well-loved books with ribbon ties add vintage charm that feels soulful and inviting. Lighting completes the atmosphere, with table lamps, candle clusters, and twinkle lights casting a golden glow. Layered light sources highlight the room's textures while softening the palette. This glow transforms the living room into a comforting haven, a perfect spot for storytelling, sipping cocoa, or simply enjoying the quiet beauty of a holiday evening. The fireplace mantle is often the centerpiece of a cottage Christmas, and in a red and blue scheme it becomes a true work of art. Layer evergreen garlands across the mantle, weaving in cranberry ribbons, blue gingham bows, and vintage ornaments. The key is balance. Symmetry anchors the design while varied textures add richness and charm. A beautiful focal point can be created with a large vintage mirror or framed artwork above the mantle, reflecting twinkling lights back into the room. Small touches like candlesticks, pine cones, or antique figurines give the display soulful character. Mixing heights and finishes ensures the arrangement feels layered and visually captivating. Don't forget the hearth itself, stacked logs, cozy blankets folded in a wicker basket, or an old brass coal scuttle filled with greenery. These rustic details tie the mantle styling into the larger room. Together they create a cozy fireplace scene where family and friends naturally gather to share holiday stories. The Christmas tree is where the red and blue cottage story shines brightest. Start with a foundation of warm white lights to create a soft glow. Layer in cranberry ornaments, velvet ribbons, and blue glass baubles for contrast. Adding handmade details like cross-stitched hearts or painted wooden stars brings a personal touch that feels timeless. Balance is essential when mixing bold colors. Distribute red and blue evenly throughout the branches, anchoring the look with neutral elements like silver, white, or wood. This keeps the palette grounded while allowing each shade to sparkle. Consider mixing matte and glossy finishes to add depth and intrigue to the overall look. The finishing touch is texture, knitted ornaments, woven garlands, or heirloom trinkets that carry family stories. Each piece contributes to a layered, soulful tree that feels lived in rather than staged. The result is not only a festive centerpiece but also a cherished symbol of holiday tradition within your cottage home. Windows are natural frames for storytelling, and during Christmas they become magical stages. A red and blue cottage theme works beautifully when you drape snowy sills with evergreen garlands, cranberry ribbons, and touches of blue gingham. Add a few frosted ornaments or tiny wreaths to create charming holiday vignettes that glow against the winter light. Think of the view both inside and out. From outside, glowing candles or fairy lights in the windows welcome neighbors and passers-by. From inside, you see a scene of warmth, blue and white china on the sill, red berries in jars, and snowy landscapes beyond. Each perspective tells a nostalgic and inviting holiday story. Layering textures enhances the look. A plaid throw casually draped over a window seat, paired with pillows in red and blue, creates a cozy nook for reading or sipping cocoa. Adding frosted glass or lace curtains lets natural light filter through softly, turning the window into both a functional and decorative element. Textiles are the soul of cottage comfort, especially during the holidays. A red and blue palette comes alive through layered throws, patterned quilts, and vintage-inspired pillows. Mixing materials like velvet, flannel, wool, and linen adds tactile warmth that makes every corner feel inviting. These details remind us that coziness is as much about touch as it is about sight. Balance bold and subtle fabrics for harmony. A cranberry velvet pillow paired with a soft blue ticking stripe cushion creates instant cottage charm. Drape a plaid blanket over an armchair or tuck a hand-stitched quilt at the foot of the sofa for layers that feel relaxed and lived in, not overly staged. Small details carry big emotional weight. Embroidered pillow covers with vintage motifs, knitted throws folded in wicker baskets, or lace-edged linens remind us of traditions passed down through generations. Together, these textiles tell a story of comfort, continuity, and festive joy that perfectly suits a red and blue Christmas cottage. The dining table is where memories are shared, and during the holidays it becomes a centerpiece of joy. A red and blue cottage theme shines beautifully in place settings. Think blue and white china paired with cranberry napkins, vintage flatware, and sprigs of greenery. These details create a table that feels welcoming, festive, and deeply personal. Balance elegance and comfort in your styling. A linen runner in soft blue anchors the table, while red velvet ribbons tied around napkins add a touch of cheer. Place cards handwritten on cream paper tucked into tiny pine cones or clipped with miniature bows turn the meal into an experience of thoughtfulness and charm. Adding natural elements enhances the rustic, cozy feeling. Pine branches down the center, brass candlesticks with beeswax candles, and small bowls of cranberries tie the theme together. Each layer, from textiles to greenery, creates an atmosphere where holiday meals become cherished moments in your cottage Christmas story. The kitchen nook is the heart of holiday activity where the aroma of baking fills the air. A red and blue cottage theme comes alive here with cranberry bowls, blue enamelware, and vintage utensils on display. Freshly baked cookies cooling on racks or gingerbread houses waiting to be decorated create a warm, nostalgic atmosphere that invites everyone to join in. Styling your kitchen can be both practical and festive. Hang red and blue tea towels from a rustic hook, fill glass jars with flour, sugar, and cranberries, and set out wooden spoons in an antique crock. These simple touches make the space feel holiday ready while still maintaining the cozy charm of everyday cottage living. Layer in seasonal greenery for extra cheer. A garland draped along open shelving, a small potted pine on the counter, or sprigs of holly tied with blue gingham ribbon around jars all bring freshness to the space. Together they create a cottage kitchen that feels both functional and full of holiday magic. The bedroom is often overlooked during holiday decorating, yet it offers the perfect place to extend your red and blue cottage Christmas theme. A quilted bedspread in cranberry and powder blue instantly transforms the room, while vintage lace or embroidered linens add soft elegance. The result is a restful retreat that carries festive cheer into your private sanctuary. Layering is essential for coziness. Pile the bed with pillows, some in velvet red, others in gentle blue ticking stripes. Add a wool throw at the foot for extra warmth. A simple wreath above the headboard or garland along a dresser introduces holiday greenery without overwhelming the tranquil atmosphere. Lighting completes the retreat-like feel. Bedside lamps with warm-toned shades, candles on nightstands, or a small string of fairy lights along the curtain rod bring subtle sparkle. These touches create a soothing glow perfect for winding down after festive gatherings and enjoying the quiet beauty of a cottage holiday evening. Vintage accents bring soul to a red and blue cottage Christmas, connecting the present to generations past. Think of heirloom ornaments, antique silver trays, and aged china displayed with care. These pieces carry stories, and when woven into holiday decor, they add layers of meaning that go beyond simple styling. Mixing old and new creates balance. Place a shiny new cranberry ornament beside a time-worn blue glass bauble, or set a vintage lace runner beneath modern candles. These contrasts celebrate continuity, showing how holiday traditions evolve while honoring the treasures passed down through family and history. The joy of vintage lies in its imperfection. Tarnished brass, crackled glaze, and threadbare textiles all contribute to the charm. These details remind us that beauty doesn't come from perfection but from the patina of time. Incorporating vintage accents ensures your holiday cottage feels soulful, layered, and truly one of a kind. Handmade ornaments add a layer of heartfelt charm to a red and blue cottage Christmas. From cross-stitched hearts to hand-painted wooden stars, these small creations embody the spirit of simplicity and tradition. They remind us that holiday decor doesn't have to be expensive. What matters most is the love and care stitched into every piece. Crafting ornaments can become a treasured family activity. Children painting wooden shapes in bright red and blue, or grandparents sewing tiny fabric ornaments, create memories as well as decorations. These pieces, when hung on the tree or displayed on garlands, turn into living reminders of shared holiday moments. The beauty of handmade decor lies in its imperfections. A slightly crooked stitch, uneven paint strokes, or frayed ribbon edges tell a story of time and touch. When mixed with heirloom ornaments, these crafts bring texture, warmth, and personality to your cottage Christmas, ensuring no two decorations feel alike. Lighting sets the mood for every holiday cottage, turning simple decor into magical storytelling. A red and blue Christmas palette is best highlighted with layers of glow-soft lamps on side tables, flickering candles on mantels, and twinkling string lights draped across windows or shelves. Together, these elements create an atmosphere that feels warm and enchanting. Balance is essential when layering light sources. Table lamps bring steady comfort, candles add romance, and string lights contribute whimsy. When combined, they cast a golden glow that softens the bold reds and blues, ensuring the palette feels cozy rather than overwhelming. This careful layering transforms the cottage into a glowing holiday haven. Don't forget small touches. A single lantern in the entryway, fairy lights tucked into a glass jar, or a blue-shaded lamp near a red-accented armchair can all add charm. These thoughtful details create inviting corners, encouraging relaxation, storytelling, and joyful gatherings during the Christmas season. Creating a magical red and blue cottage Christmas doesn't require overspending. Smart styling begins with reusing what you already own, mixing family heirlooms, simple greenery from outside, and basic ribbons in red and blue. By layering these familiar pieces in creative ways, you can achieve a festive look that feels both fresh and cost-effective. DIY projects are another budget-friendly way to add charm. Handmade ornaments, painted pine cones, or repurposed jars filled with cranberries and fairy lights can all become striking decorations. These simple crafts not only save money but also add a personal, soulful touch that purchased decor often cannot replicate. Thrift stores and flea markets are treasure troves for affordable vintage finds. From blue china plates to old brass candlesticks, you can discover unique pieces that fit perfectly into a red and blue holiday theme. Styling with intention rather than abundance ensures your cottage feels layered, cozy, and timeless without straining your budget. As our red and blue cottage Christmas tour comes to a close, I hope you found inspiration in these cozy layers of tradition, whimsy, and timeless style. From glowing mantels to handmade ornaments, every detail tells a story of warmth and soul. If this journey sparked ideas for your own home, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share your thoughts in the comments. This season is about more than decorations. It's about creating spaces where love and memories flourish. Whether you embraced heirloom accents, crafted DIY ornaments, or styled with budget-friendly finds, your home becomes a reflection of your heart. I'd love to hear in the comments which idea resonated most with you. Thank you for joining me here at Vintage Touch Decor with Soul. Together we've celebrated the beauty of red and blue holiday charm in a cottage setting. Wishing you a Christmas full of peace, joy, and nostalgia. Please remember to subscribe, like, and comment to stay part of our warm storytelling community. Until next time, happy decorating!